whenever we are talking about the labor costing, today, so we are using the OTL responsibility. We are going to enter only hours, that you know, right? Enter hours only, or maybe pre-approved. So far, what we did. So using the pre-approved, we just entered number of hours. Just entered hours, and what we did, ran program PRC distribute labor cost. After that, what we did, PRC generate cost accounting events, right?
Yes.
And after that, we ran the PRC create accounting.
Yes.
PRC create accounting. So whenever you run this particular program, you would have noticed already, like only the number of hours will be appearing in the expenditure inquiry window, if you recollect correctly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see that now. Okay, we'll just try to we'll do some, and let me try to enter it. So from where this will picking this particular one, let me try to enter one pre-upload quickly, and we'll notice, I mean, how exactly it's pulling the data.
Okay.
So there is a concept of labor costs. So the rate schedules we used to talk about now. Rate schedules. I am telling the system, SCH, rate schedules. I am telling the system, okay, for this particular employee, let's assume that take $200, or maybe INR, maybe let's talk about the USD. Okay, USD $30 per hour to JK project manager. So obviously his rate will be high. So the same case, I'm going to maintain 50 per hour. So like that, we are going to maintain the rate schedules. Now, when it comes to like costing side, we used to name that as a costed schedules. When we are going to bill the customer, obviously we are going to maintain the bill rate schedules. That's what, right? Whenever you company will pay you based on your CTC, that's a different cost. Whenever they bill the customer on behalf of you, they'll charge more, right? The company will pay me $30 per hour. Whenever they are billing on me, they'll charge $100 per hour. That's where they are making the profit, right?
Okay.
That's what I mean. Usually, you are working for the well, city employee. You are the city employee, right? City employee now.
Yes.
So for you, who are the customers? The end customers, definitely there are some end customers will be, right? Like, I mean, maybe some banks, or maybe some for whom you are working. In my case, I'm working, say for example, one project called Cisco. Okay, my company Infosys will give me my CTC. That is a cost rate for Infosys.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Okay.
How much
Yeah.
cost they're incurring? When they bill Cisco, obviously they'll charge more. That's the
Yes.
bill rate. They'll charge more with the Cisco. They'll issue some different rate, and Cisco will obviously give the. I mean, they pay the invoices accordingly as per the Cisco bill rate, invoice bill rate, not the Cisco bill rate. So now the question is, like this particular one, we are talking about the cost rates. and this particular one we are talking about the bill rates. Now we are in the costing side. Let's talk about this particular one. So whenever you enter any time cards, obviously, the cost rate will be picked up by the system. Now, how to define these cost rates and where to assign this and how we are educating the system, how we are communicating the system to pull this particular cost rates. So these things we are going to discuss elaborately, and there is a small concept of non-labor. It's a very chota mota piece, and you can make it easily. I did not see that. Okay, coming to the transaction control, I'm just removing this because of this I'm unable to enter any transaction over there.
From the
So
first
I'll
actually first window where you clicked on expenditure, right? From there it missed. Yeah,
okay,
here.
okay. I'm just repeating again.
Okay.
Okay, this is the expenditure entry which we are doing. Sorry, not this. What is that? 29th Jan 1 something. Okay, this is the expenditure. So I'm just entering some pre-approved expenditure batch against this employee. Against the project is this is the one. The task is one. Expenditure type is there is no change in this, right? 10 hours.
Yeah.
10 hours in this, and maybe let me enter the other task as well. Task 2, shit, 5 hours. I'll just submit release. Just copy this, check your expenditure inquiry, and see. I mean, we did not run any program so far. Okay. Okay, so these are, if you see, no amounts are coming here, and if you also like if you observe, nothing, no accounting itself, debit or credit, kuch bhi nahi. Why? Because it's not even burdened, and whenever you run this particular total distribute total burden cost,
And only
that
debit part will
program, this hours, it will get multiplied with your cost rates, and then it will generate the debit entry. That's the whole story it used to do, the backend.
okay.
Now where we are maintaining these rates, that's the story now. Okay, now let's go with that. Expenditures, costing, labor. Before to that, let me show you where the rates will get entered. Cost rates, rate schedules, rate schedules. Yeah, the window where we can define our rate schedules. So operating unit, what is the under which organization you would like to go with the rate schedules? Okay, the same operating unit specific, or if you want to maintain a respective low level department specific also, you can maintain. For now, here I'll go with the operating unit specific rates. What is the schedule? PA1 employee cost rate schedule. Anyhow, because of the space constraints, it's not allowing me to enter further. HEDUL. In which currency? USD. Okay. Do you want to share this across the all operating units? That means if I enable this, the same rate schedule I can use from the different operating units as well.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. Now, do you want to maintain? There are two ways, guys. One is the employee specific. You, for each employee, you have to note it down and give your rate here.
Okay.
Or I can go to job also, because in my now you can
You're
define
talking
your
about the
rates
job
based
field.
on two things. Yeah, okay, job. So like, I mean, you can define instead of maintaining based on the employees, you can go with the job price also. Hardly, like, I mean, even though in Infosys 40,000 employees are there, but when it comes to the jobs, only 200 or max 300. Senior
Yes.
software engineer, junior software engineer, after that manager, after that something. So
Yeah.
we can filter it to the 200 people, 200 records. So it's up to you whether you want to go with the employee specific or the job specific.
Okay.
So each, if you want to go with the job specific, just shift to the tab. What is your job group? Here always your business group comes here. There is no surprise in that. just your business group, apply here. Now start defining, start entering your jobs. These jobs will come from your HRMS. Even the same employees also. Employees also will get from the active employee list from HRMS, and the same level, the jobs also will get from the HRMS.
Okay.
So whenever you are not identifying any job here, like that means in the HRMS it got end dated. That's what it indicates.
Okay.
So job wise or employee wise, let's make it for now. Let's go with the like employee wise, just for example sake. Martina may 34, maybe 60, or maybe 50, 55. Markup and all, it's not required. Markup you are going to use in your billing side. That means if I'm keeping 100 markup, if my rate is 100, sorry 50, the or maybe 20, the markup if I keep as an 100% double time, I'm going to bill the customer. That's the markup call context called. So for markup, we are not giving now. We are going to maintain at the bill rate side. So here we are just maintaining the cost rates. Shift F5. So that's how you are going to maintain your the rates. Once this rate is done, okay, I mean you need to just take this particular rate. Sorry, whatever this one. Yeah, take this rate and come here. Now this is the place we are assigning to a operating unit. So I'm telling this. I mean we can define a number of rates, right? But which which rate the system should take. That's the communication we have to link. I mean, that's the link we have to establish. So this is the place. Organizational labor costing rules. Select your operating unit. Okay, we have to find it actually. Like, sorry. It's a query window. So this is the vision services. This is the place where you have to give your labor costing rule. The rule. Sorry. Just a minute. The rule is same. PAB costing rule. This is the place where you are going to give it. It's the schedule, right? Which we prepared. PA1 employee. This is the schedule which we need to assign it here. What is this? We'll just see that now. This part is clear, right, JK? Where we are attaching the rate schedule. Okay. What is this rule and all? We'll see now. Okay. Now come to the this particular what is that? The OT. Usually in your company, how the OT works? Like how the OT will be get paid? Maybe 1.5 times than your raw cost, or maybe double time in the sense twice of your cost. Something there should be some logic, right?
Yeah.
Usually double time in the sense like definitely there should be double the cost of double of my salary. That's the double rate, double cost, right? The OT, double time, overtime, triple time. People used to work. In your in the real time cases. So whenever we talk about the OT and other costs and all, some rate should be there. So if you see the double time twice, OT 1.5 times, triple time 3 times. So these are the different levels of the rates particularly. If it is a only one rate in the sense straightforward, only one. Whenever we talk about the double time, what is the rate? System, how system knows. So we are going to enter 2 here.
Okay.
Now, based on your rate, which you entered over there, 55, 50, whatever the rate, it will get multiplied with this. That's called the multipliers usually. So whenever you are configuring any double time, triple time, any time related, labor related timings, then this is the first place you have to give your formula. What is the rate? What is the multiplier? Okay, it's just a kind of free text. Okay, let me give that. Okay, PA1. This is my organization name. OT. Whenever I'm going to pay the OT, 1.5 times I need to give to the employee. And PA1 double time. Sorry, not this, PA1 double time. So twice I need to pay. Okay, this is only the multipliers. It's a free text. Okay, no logic in this. Now come to the next one. This is the very, very important thing. This is the place where you are going to give the system, tell your system, use this particular rule. Now, I will create my own rule. PA1, okay, costing rule. Rates only, obviously, we are maintaining based on that rate schedules, right? Now come here. How the expenditure time OT will be getting calculated? Based on your PAOT. This is the one which we added multiplier over there. If you remember previous screen,
Yeah.
how the double time will get calculated? PA1 DT. In the PA1 DT level, we maintain the rate. We are not giving anywhere the rate called 2. Multiply with 2. In the multipliers window, we are giving that rate. That means in this window we are giving the rate. Here we are establishing the link actually.
Okay.
Whenever whenever Jake selected overtime while filling his timesheet, okay, what is the overtime rate? Okay, refer to this. What is the rate inside this? It will refer what is the rate inside this, which is nothing but 1.5. 1.5 into your rate will get picked up.
Okay.
That's how it works actually. So once this is done, you are assigning this particular value here. Anyhow, we assigned our labor costing. If you do one kind of exercise now, like I mean, you'll be you'll get the complete clarity. This is the costing rule which we created just now. And what is the rate schedule? PA1 rate schedule. This is the one which we assigned, which we created the two rates, right, for 2 employees. One is Donald Gray and something Marlene Ami, 50 and 55. This is the rate where the actual rate stands. Whenever it comes to the OTDT, based on this rate, which are you given in this particular rule, those will be picked up.
Okay.
That's how it is. I'll just revert to the previous one. How does it matter? Cost rate by job. There is another, I think, cost rate by job, which already in the system. 1 minute. Vision operations. Fine, not a problem. Now, whenever it comes to the cost rate overhead, this is a very, very important window in every organization. You will be in every project, you will be using it. Okay, in the rate schedules, we are going to maintain the rate, right? That is applicable for all your this one for across the operating unit. Sometimes, maybe sometimes, okay, during for 1 or 2 months, you will be working for a kind of on-site coordinator role, working for a multiple projects and kind of stuff. So in that case, your rate may be changing because customer is ready to pay you more. If that is the case, you'll be getting extra amount also from your company, from Infosys. Now, I'll pass here a special rate. This is a kind of override, guys. Okay, it will not refer any rate schedules. Whatever the rate you are giving here, it will just pick up from here. That's it. It's a kind of override window.
Okay.
Refer any rate schedules. Sometimes like client, like I mean, there are some cases where you'll be entering more, entering. I mean, they want to cost more on you. Let's assume. So far in India, you are a engineer, okay, systems engineer. Whenever they ask you to go to the on-site coordinator, obviously your rate will change, right?
Yes.
For that particular purpose, they can't come to the rate. They can't update the rates because you'll be coming after some time again, coming back to India, and you'll start your own with your old rate only. But during this 1 or 2 months, whenever you are there in the on-site, so they are going to raise the rate here like this.
Okay.
Whenever your rate is
Like
available here,
generally over there, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So like they will be like, I mean, you'll be what is that? You'll be notifying here. I mean, the program checks the rate here first of all. Whenever you run the program called distribute labor cost, if the rate is not available here, then it will check the rate schedules. That is the usual sequence
Okay.
for any employee. So if the rate is here, it will take from here. If the rate is not available here, it will pick the rate which is available in the rate schedules as per your labor costing rules, and it will generate the program. I mean, it will generate the debit entry. Now we will see that how it looks, how it generates. Okay, let me try to run the program called distribute labor cost. We'll just correlate with the auto counting also. Okay, the expenditure batch is 29th Jan something we entered, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, for 2 hours got distributed. Now we will see what is the rate and how it got picked up. We'll just see that now. Okay, see, 10 hours and 5 hours. 10 hours is into 65, right? The rate it took the 65, and 5 hours in the sense same 65 into 5. Let me calculate this.
Yeah, correct
What
only.
is the 65 only, right?
Yeah.
Now
So
from
we
where
have
it's
defined
pulling
55,
the
right?
cost?
We have defined
Sorry,
55 or six,
no,
65
55
we
in the
have
rate
defined.
schedule. No, 55 in the rate schedule. And there is another one. We will see now why it is picking now this one. Okay,
Okay.
so field what is the rate, cost rate, where is that accrual rate? No, not accrual rate, raw cost rate. This is the one. 65 it's taking. Now we'll see for this employee how it's pulling the 65. So field job is there, any job, or anyhow I know the employee. I would like to see the employee job also. Again, I have to switch the HRMS and to find the job for this employee. Build job, transfer price job, not this. Anyhow, it's okay. I need to find out where the 65 is coming now. Now, let me see first of all any rate schedules here. Override rate is available or not. If not, I'll check the rate schedules. The expenditure item date is, guys, if you see, the expenditure item date is this one, 5th January 2020. Okay.
Okay.
That is also matter. Costing, labor, overrides. Marlinami. If you see 70 is not there because it's already end dated on the 1st January
Yes.
2019 itself. This is 2000
Okay.
old data. So rate schedule, override rate, no.
Not
The checkbox is
implemented.
no. Okay. Now
Yeah.
let me see what is the rates vision services. This is the rate schedule we are using now, right?
Okay.
This is the rate schedule. Before to that, I would like to see what is this employee job. Okay, I'm just checking the employee definition window. I don't know the navigation. Okay, I'm just Control L, go to the enter employee. This is the HRMS. Okay, I need to switch to the HRMS. That's where it is. Because I'm telling the system to run to pick the rates based on the job.
Okay.
I want to know the job, right? Employee job.
Yeah.
So where it is human resource, right? Do you find anything called human HRMS?
It will be human resource, not HRMS, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
US
okay.
HRMS manager. It's fine.
Why we are looking for a job?
Marlene, I mean.
Why we are looking for a job?
Because I told the system. I told the system to use this
Hello.
one, costed by job, the costing
Hello.
rules.
Hello.
Thinking define 100 rules in the system, but we are telling the system. Are you able to hear me now?
Your voice got stuck from last 1 minute.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, it's fine now. So
Okay, the thing is, we are
why we are
telling the
looking for job?
system,
Yeah.
we are telling the system to which job we need to use it.
Okay.
That's the costing rule, right? If you remember, there is a costing rule where we are going to assign the which rule we have to use it.
But don't we defined a 65 rupees over there?
Yeah, we can update. There are two cases. Either you can update the existing one, or either you can use the existing available this one. Let me show you that.
Okay. Okay.
Let me complete this and let me show you the logic. This is the job, okay? Principal consultant. Sorry, not this. Okay, and this is the rate which this is the schedule which I'm using. Now
Okay.
go back to your. Okay, in the HRMS, I took the employee job and I'm coming again to the roles window here. Why? Because I would like to see what is the rate schedule. It gets picking up here. It just assigned here.
Okay.
This is the operating unit which I'm selecting. Okay. This is the role which is there. And this is the rate schedule which is available. Even we can give our rate also, our rate schedule here.
Okay.
Now this should pick up our 55 rate now for the upcoming one. But I would like to see why it is picking the 65 instead of 70 or maybe 55, whatever the rate which we assigned.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, now I want to see this particular job rate schedule and I will verify based on her job. You getting the logic, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, this is the rate schedule which is assigned to the system. Based on that, the number 65 is coming by the taking by the system. Let me see this particular what is the rate for this job. See 65. This is the rate it's picking. If say for example, if it is a cost rate by employee, if you assign the employee the rate schedule over there, system will take that particular rate only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we'll correlate how why it is generating the debit entry. We'll correlate with the auto counting.
Okay.
Two different pieces. Auto counting is entirely different with the rate schedules. Rate schedules, it will just pick the rate based on your setups. Auto counting, based on your auto counting setups, it will generate. So no linkage with your rates with your accounting. If my rate is this, take the different accounting. If my rate is 50, take the different accounting. It's not like that. Right?
Okay.
So now we'll see why it took this particular account. Let me see that. Okay, these are the 4 segments, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
Open the auto accounting rule. Labor cost clearing. Okay, labor cost account. We'll just see that now. Ours is a capital project, right? So
Yeah.
capital rules are there. These are the 4 rules we have in the system. First one, take the first one, always 01.
Okay.
So referring 01, this is correct.
Okay.
Next one is 000. Default department default rule. 000. This is also fine.
Okay.
Third one is 1580. Go to the third rule. Oh, this is also constant, 1580.
Okay.
This is also correct. The last one, obviously it's a default one, product, all 4 zeros. It's hitting the same thing.
Okay.
So that's how the debit entry is forming. The similar way, credit also. In the similar way, for your miscellaneous and usage also. In the similar way, for your burdening also. For your cross charge, for your revenue, for your invoice, any adjustments, all this stuff based on this auto accounting rules configuration, it will pick it up.
Okay.
So that's the thing is, yeah, how your rates will get picked up, and I mean how it is getting accounted, how to troubleshoot. Sometime you used to get an error saying that employee rate is missing. So it checks first the override window. In the override
Yeah.
window, it can't find the rate. Then it checks the rate schedules. In the rate schedule, if you maintain by job, it's well and good. So the employee related job will be there, and
Okay.
it will pick up. Say for example, it's a new job altogether. Let's assume, okay, on-site store manager. Obviously, that kind of job won't be available. I'm just giving you an example. So
Okay.
on store manager, it's a new job altogether in your company. Obviously, you have to update your job rate schedule. Otherwise, that job can't find by the program. Job is not existed in the system itself. So obviously, if you throw in a saying that employee rate or a job rate is missing, please check your rate schedules.
Okay.
Then we have to see if it is employee rate based or it's a job based. We have to identify based on that and inform the business saying that, boss, this is the setup missing. Please complete this. Okay. So that that particular exception will get cleared.
Okay.
That's how. I mean, it's purely your the exercises. Just do the exercise on the similar way. I mean, the numbers are also there in that your project costing labs, so it will be very crystal clear once you do the one round of testing, one round of practice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's what planned for today. Let's talk about the non-labor and the burdening tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's where only tomorrow we will be having the session, and then we will be having on Monday you are going to start with your queries, with your questions. That's the expectation, right, Jackie?
Yeah, yeah, Venkat. So
All right.
I was just thinking to create my own data in the Vision
Yeah.
instance. That would
Start
not be
start
the
doing it.
problem.
Start doing it. Yep. Yep.
So that so that I can understand the complete linkage of that, right?
Yeah. 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 And
Okay.
after having your business groups and all, please Google it. Whenever you are stucking somewhere, Google it. Don't
Okay.
just put the question. So I'm unable to see that. Don't do that. Right? Google it. If you are not getting anywhere as a last option, put in your notes so that we will take care. I'll give you the hints. I mean, where you stuck and because of which one you got the error, where to rectify this stuff. But instead of that, as a first time, I recommend to go with the plain labs initially. Why? Because you should get the confidence of the each concept within the PA. Once you comfortable with your with this the normal seeded functionality, then start building your own business groups and business the complete setup as a second round of cycle. Why? Because if you stuck in between with doing the initial setup itself, I mean the complete specific business group, you lose your confidence because the main function I mean you'll be definitely stacking somewhere and in your mind, like I mean that's where I mean how I practice actually. I'll complete one round of cycle, whatever in the labs, and then I'll create my own scenarios with my own business group.